Hello and welcome back to part 4. In this part we're going to be going over the guide to ramp terminals. This information can also be used for intersections. I know I mentioned in an earlier part that there might be an arterial street and intersection modeling, but that goes along closely enough with this that if you learn how to do ramp terminals, intersections aren't any different, and it should be pretty self-explanatory here as well. So if you don't know what a ramp terminal is, it's essentially where a ramp connects to a local road or an arterial, and it creates either a signalized or a stop controlled facility type. So we have our crossroad in here as just alignment crossroad. Let's come back over into our CAD file real quick. So here's our crossroad. Here's our stationing of the crossroad. It's important to note these intersection points. So these are in 25-foot increments. To me, it looks like this crossroad intersects at 2 plus 50-ish. I know it's not quite on there, but it's within 5 or so feet that it won't make too big of a difference. So just remember that value, and then this one, I would say it's probably at 6 plus 25. Again, a little leeway, but I think for the most part it's okay. So just keep those in mind. So because it's still part of the interchange, I'm going to import it on this interchange. So we're going to just do a new ramp terminal. If you had an intersection, you could do a new intersection. All right, so there's a lot of different ramp terminal types, and you'll have to study up on what they are. Typically, we either do D4, D3EX, or D3EN. EX stands for exit, EN stands for entrance. I'm starting with the eastbound exit, so it's gonna be a D3EX. I guess I don't know what the signal control of that intersection is. Let me just zoom in on Google Maps. Maybe I can see what it is. Okay, it is. They are both going to be just stop controlled intersections. There's no signalization at these terminals. So here's where we're going to summarize our legs of the crossroad. So it doesn't matter which way you do it, but here's our crossroad alignment. When we went back to our CAD file, we said the intersection point seemed to be about 2 plus 50. So that's what we're going to enter. We're going to enter here. Our second leg is going to be the off-ramp. And the point where the off-ramp hits is the end location because it's the end of the alignment. So we're just going to enter the ramp terminal location, which is the end of that alignment. Okay, so now that we have that entered, it is taking us into the ramp terminal editor, and really in here there's not a ton of stuff that you have to do. Here's where you can enter your traffic control. It already has our stop control on the ramp. It classified the crossroad as the major street, which is great. The ramp terminal side we do have to enter, and it's going to say inside or outside. Ramp terminal relation to freeway leg. I'm going to have to remember how we do this here. I believe we set these two. So this one's going to be outside and this one is going to be inside. The inside one, if we look down in our viewer, is going to be between the ramp and the main line, and then the outside is going to be on the outside of the ramp. So this one is important to set and will skew the results. Right turn traffic control, you can enter this if there's like a channelized right turn, but we don't have one on here, and the skew angle is going to populate automatically. So really there's not a whole lot of data to enter for ramp terminals. But now if we look at our viewer again, now you can see all of a sudden our crossroad popped up. And here we have our ramp terminal, and it shows off these leg things that you can move around or whatnot. So now it also looks very nice because here's our other ramp. our on-ramp also looks like it's connected, but we still have to manually do it. But it looks like it's connected to the road already. So we're just going to go ahead and create that other ramp terminal very fast. So this one's an entrance ramp. Again, stop controlled. Our crossroad is going to be the alignment crossroad. I believe we said this one was at 6 plus 25. That still looks good to me. This one's at the beginning, so our station is going to be the beginning station because it's the beginning of the alignment this time. Go ahead and finish. Like I said, the only thing on ramp stop controlled, uncontrolled. I gotta look at the. Bear with me. I have to look at the signalization here quick. This one actually appears to be just completely unsignalized, so I'm gonna just. I don't know if I can edit that or if I need. I don't think I need to. No, it doesn't look like I need to. So we're going to enter these again. So this one will be outside, this one will be inside, skew angles entered, there's no turn channelization. So that's it. Now we just do file, save. Let's exit out of here again. Let's look at our mainline alignment. And now we've got two circles, one for this eastbound ramp terminal, and then now one up here for this westbound ramp terminal. And I gotta say, it looks pretty good. This is probably one of the better jobs I've done with adding in the ramp terminals and the connector points. So yeah, this is, you know, a pretty well put together model already. All that it's missing is the AADT data. That is the last step before running evaluations. So if we come back over into our open roads model, let's just look at them side by side here. I'll try and get a good view. I've got a lot of stuff open. So we've got our mainline alignment, we've got our on-ramp, we've got our off-ramp, and we've got our crossroad. So now we've got a pretty well developed model that people can review graphically very easily, as well as it's accurate as far as coding. So this is kind of the step where you're going to feel really good because there's not going to be a ton of work left after this. It'll just be kind of the reviewing and cleaning up kind of some of the visual things. So that is it for this part. We're going to move on to entering the AADT values. And then we're going to finish it off just by showing how to run some of these evaluations.